Hi. I started doing this whole new thing where you kind of do like a 6 mile walk one day. Like I choose Monday and I do that with a friend. And then since I work a lot and I usually either work 9 to 8 or 12 to 8, and I only have off 2 days a week. And what I basically do is the other days I either do a mile a day on my old high school's track after work by myself, or 2 miles 2 times after doing the 6 miles. And before the first day that I decided to try this out, I had gone to a GNC and I picked up a couple things. I originally had gone in there looking for this stuff called Daily Cleanse, and I had it before, and it's just to kind of like not really lose weight, but just get rid of water weight or whatever. So I went and I got, the guy kind of told me to get this stuff, and this is called Cardio Cuts, and it's in green apple flavor. Now let me tell you something. When he mixed it up for me, like as a sample and everything like that, I didn't think it tasted too bad. It was alright, wasn't like the best thing in the world. And he kind of like said it tasted like Monster or whatever. I tasted it. I didn't really think it did. I just kind of went along with him. He gave it to me for free along with these two pills came in a box. This one is liporush, and this is censor, and it's called like a stacker pack or something like that. I really, really like the pills a lot. You take 2 of the censor and 1 of the liporush for either before or after you eat your breakfast, and then the same thing for lunch. They recommend you do it for breakfast and lunch because it gives you a lot of energy, and it could cause sleeplessness if you take it too late in the day. Now, this Cardio Cuts, nasty, nasty, gross, disgusting. Now, first time I had it, it wasn't bad. I don't know if it was the way he mixed it, what he did, I have no idea. But then, after that, when I did it myself, I was like, oh, this is nasty. And when I was drinking it, it's just I couldn't. It took me a long time to make it go down. Just gross, and I don't know if it has something to do with. It looks like I work in a hair salon, and after we have our stuff in our barbicide, right when we change our barbicide, we put our combs inside of this stuff called Ship Shape, in which is a powder form just like the Cardio Cuts. And it has this neon greenish yellow tint to it, which is exactly the same thing as the Cardio Cuts. So I wonder if it may have something to do with that. It feels like I'm drinking the Ship Shape, and it's just oh, this is so gross. But it's still it kind of has this weird aftertaste, and it's kind of nasty, and it kind of gives you a little bit of heartburn or something. I don't know. I wouldn't really recommend that, but they do have another flavor. I don't know if I really want to try Cardio Cuts again after that situation, but I did. I feel like the pills, they really help, and I kind of tried a couple days without the Cardio Cuts, and then I took the liporush and the censor together, just those instead of the Cardio Cuts, and I feel so much better. It just the Cardio Cuts was just too much nastiness for me. It made me feel kind of nauseous, and I don't know, it just was too gross for me, and it made me feel nasty. I don't know. But the pills I really love a lot, and I feel a difference. I feel my skin's getting tighter in my stomach, and I feel kind of I lost 2 pounds in this past week that I did my workout and everything, and I kind of feel those things kind of help, the pills kind of help me to build up my strength to do my workout that I wanted to do for the week. And it kind of like, I guess it might either be, they might be working, or it might be a mind over matter thing, where it was kind of like, okay, well, you know how they say one healthy choice leads to another, or something like that. And I was actually having like a problem, you know, yo-yoing my weight and stuff like that, and because like I work like crazy hours and I don't have time to eat, like, and like when I do eat, it's like bad stuff and horrible, and I kind of like changed a little bit, like doing this really nice salad, because we have shop right across the street from my job. And I was like, okay, I'm going to stop being so cheap, and I'm going to get that nice salad. It's like a huge salad, and it has apples and dried fruit in it, and like a little bit of, like, just a tiny bit of, like, this crumbled cheese or something, and, like, a light dressing, and it's just really good and really filling, and you feel, like, healthy but still full after you eat it. Like, you don't feel gross or, like, too full. And, basically, I'm still doing, like, the same thing for, like, dinner and breakfast. Like something small for breakfast, and then, like, eating dinner, whatever I make or my fiance makes, but we make it so late at night that, you know, but I found that I'm not eating as much at dinner as what I was before. Instead of eating 2 plates, I'm eating, like, 1 plate or a half of a plate. I think it kind of is like the liporush and the censor kind of depressing my appetite a little bit. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm getting enough calories a day or if I'm not getting enough calories a day. Sometimes I feel like I get too many or I don't get enough. I don't know, like, I don't really like counting the calories, because when I do, it becomes more of like a mental thing, and then I feel like I have a problem, because then I get too obsessive with it. And I did have a party, and I had friends over, and we drank, and I was having a problem with every time I drank, like, even if it was like 1 beer, I would gain so much weight, and I would get so bloated, and it would be horrible, and I would go from 137 to 140, and I was just like, you know, I don't want that, you know. Every time I saw 140, I was like, oh no. Well, see, I'm only 5'3", and I'm supposed to, like, be like 115 pounds or something like that. And my goal weight is actually like between I actually have like this weird thing about myself. Like, I notice that I look really good at certain weights. Like, I look really good at 127, 124, and 118. And I really haven't seen myself at, you know, as an adult any lower than 118, but I kind of really like the way I looked then. Like, I felt like I looked absolutely perfect at 118, but at 124, I still kind of felt like that, but I felt like, well, maybe I could lose just a little teeny bit more. But, like, it still felt like, you know, really confident in a bikini and stuff like that. And 127 is kind of like where you feel, well, I feel like I'm just like, you know, I don't feel like totally uncomfortable with myself or something like that. Like, it's just like that point. And then I notice if I get any heavier than 138, I feel sloppy. So, after I drank with my friends and everything, and I drank a lot, I drank so much, and then, like, I noticed that I was, got on the scale today. I didn't get on the scale yesterday because I was kind of scared, but I got on the scale today, and, this was, on Saturday, and yesterday was Sunday, and so today, being Monday, went on the scale, and I was 135, so I kept those 2 pounds off that I had lost, and it made me so happy that I didn't gain any weight, and I drank a lot, and I really don't feel like I want to drink that much anymore, because my one friend got so sick, it was horrible, and it was just too bad, and I really don't think I'm going to drink like that again, and either is she. So, I mean, Just don't get those cardio cut thing, that drink mix. It's just bad. Even if they offered you to it for free, it's still bad. That's probably why they offer it for free, because they can't sell it because it's so gross. Now I know why, and it's just so nasty, and I just don't really like it at all. But the pills, liporush and censor, go get them. They're great. Love them. I feel so much tighter, like more toned. And that's just it. Have a good one.